Hi, my name is Lynn Taylor. My company is Taylor Made Plans, and today I want to talk to you about additions and renovation drawings. I'm going to show you a set of drawings and what you get when you hire me to do addition and renovation design work to your home. Now this example I have here is of a large addition to the rear of a historic home. It could also be a brick ranch home, but primarily we're going to be talking about addition and renovation to a historic home. Okay, the first thing you would that you need to do when you're thinking about an addition or renovation on your property is to get a site survey. You want a survey done so you can locate your existing house, any trees you might want to keep, outbuildings, garages, anything like that. Especially if your house is really close to the property line, like it is in some historic neighborhoods we deal with. Houses are like 50-foot wide lots, you know. So that's the first thing. We get the corners pinned. Surveyor draws up the existing conditions and emails me an electronic file. Now, if you have really large grade variations on your property, you would also need to get the topo lines, and that's where the surveyor will show where the grade drops and rises on your property, which will help you plan steps and driveways and how high the foundation would be out of the ground. So that is important. Okay, so here you see an example of that survey done. This is the existing house here, and then we have this new addition on the back. And on this particular house, we have an alley, and so we have a rear entry garage, and it's attached to the house, but it's pushed back from the historic house, so it looks better from the front of the house. Let's move on to the next sheet. When doing addition or renovation to a house, the first thing I would do is draw the existing house and all the conditions inside my computer and have it ready to go to add on to it. Now, even if you do not hire me, you would still want someone who's familiar with this type of work, someone who understands how an old house is built. You know, sometimes you've got to crawl into the attic, sometimes have to crawl under the house, but most of the time, many of these houses have the same continuous types of construction because of the era they were built in. There was kind of guidelines of how they built back then. This house right here that I'm showing you is a craftsman home. So right here on the drawings you'll see that the existing to remain part of the house is lightly grayed back. This is the first floor and the second floor, and then the dotted lines, how I show it, is the demo work to be removed, things to be removed from the home. So that's how I differentiate between existing, demo, and new work. So it's very clear to you what you're going to be removing from your home and what you're going to be keeping and what you're going to be adding on. The contractors like this. I get a lot of compliments on how they can tell the difference from the new and the old work. Sometimes you'll see drawings from people that won't necessarily, it'll be difficult to show that. So again, if you're hiring someone to do addition or renovation to your home, or just a renovation or an attic build out, ask for samples of the drawings to see the kind of work. What are you paying for? In the end, what will it look like? Okay, this next sheet is the first floor, and this is the new construction. And here we have this square here is the existing to remain, and we almost doubled the square footage of the house. Again, the gray back lines are existing to remain, and the new work is darker lines. And here we've added on a family room. We've extended the kitchen area. We have a new laundry room and a mudroom that connects to the garage, and the garage is pushed back from the existing house and has a rear entry garage from the alley. This isn't a historic overlay, and this addition was approved by the Historic Commission. And this is the final construction drawings, and on my website I have a document in the addition renovation service section that talks about what you get in the schematic phase and then the construction drawing phase. And these are finished construction drawings, what I am showing you here today, and you'll see all the notes and the dimensions and section codes on them. The next sheet is the second floor, and it's primarily the same thing. You have the existing remain house. We did just a little bit of work in there, but primarily connected with the existing dormer back like a hallway to a master suite. And then this is just the roof line of the garage below on the first floor. So we did add a two-story to this back of the house. This is a 1.5-story craftsman, but this is set back far enough it's kind of hard to see from the very front of the house. You can see it from the sides of the street, but it sets back enough to not, you know, distract you from the front of the craftsman home. Once we get our walls, new construction, demolition, where we want it, I'll move on and start doing electrical layout. So you'll get a sheet with electrical symbols, showing you where to put all the lights, and would work through that, like customize it to your needs and that kind of thing. This is a different subcontractor, so separating the work makes it easier for him instead of just shoving all the electrical on one sheet. This is the first floor, and here's the second floor. And then the next sheet I have here is the exterior elevations of the home. As you can see, this part here is the existing to remain part of the house. It's grayed back again to show you that. And then this is all new to right this point. Now on this house we added some like a faux cedar shake panel that's to be painted. And this is the existing dormer here, and then this starts all the new work. And here's this two-story element here, which only rises about 2 or 3 feet above the ridge here. And then this is the attached garage in the back. So I broke up these elements in smaller squares and boxes so that it wasn't some large, huge massing just stuck to the back of the house. And this is the front, and on the front you can see how the garage peeks over to the side, and then this part rises up over the existing. They also put a new roof on here too. And since the garage was facing the street, I recommend a little bit better designed garage doors. This is just one garage that faces the front street. There's a simpler, inexpensive garage door to the back.